All right. Welcome, everybody. I just wanted to make sure that we remember some of the big ideas that we learned in our POGIL review. We looked at leaf as a model, the process diagram as a model, and the equation as a model. Remember that models are ways that help us as scientists understand something that's happening in real life. In this case, we're talking about photosynthesis. So we had already gone through and circled in blue the inputs in photosynthesis. So I'm just going to circle them again. Inputs means going in. Remember, inputs. So sunlight energy goes into the leaf. Water comes into the leaf, going up the stem into the leaf from the ground. That's why we have to water our plants. Here are also the inputs. So another way of showing it is the process model. And here's some more inputs in the equation. So again, inputs are things that go in. So remember, inputs come in on the left-hand side of the equation. Inputs go in on the left-hand side of the equation. So a lot of students get confused again about inputs and outputs. Inputs go in. So you can see they're going into the leaf. Sunlight's going into the leaf. Carbon dioxide's going into the leaf through the holes in the bottom, but it's still going in. So inputs come in on the left side. Inputs come in on the left side. Now we're going to look at the outputs. And again, there's different ways that we can look at outputs. So I need to get the red. Oops, this is the red pen. Okay, so the outputs are oxygen and sugar. Sugar, glucose, and oxygen. And again, the sugar is going down back into the plant. Why is that important? Because the plant needs food. What would happen if the sugar just went out into the air? Well, then the plant made all that food for nothing. It needs to be able to eat it and use it. So the sugar has to go back into its body. All right. So outputs go out on the right-hand side of the equation. Notice I'm using my right hand. Outputs go out into the right-hand side of the equation. Here are the outputs, sugar and glucose. Notice they are leaving. They're going out of the leaf. Sugar is going out of the leaf into the plant body. Oxygen is going out of the leaf and going into the air. So inputs come in on the left-hand side. I'm using my left hand. Outputs go out on the right-hand side. Do this with me. Inputs come in on the left-hand side of the equation. Outputs go out on the right-hand side of the equation. We just want to make sure you get that this equation right here is representing what is happening actually inside the leaf. And again, this leaf is also a picture of a model. This is happening in a real tree. So it's important that we understand what this equation represents. Inputs come into the leaf. That's what it's representing. Photosynthesis in the leaf. Outputs go out of the leaf, and they're on the right side. Inputs come in on the left side. Outputs go out on the right side of the arrow in the equation. Inputs in on the left side of the arrow. Outputs out on the right side of the arrow. Hopefully this will help you remember this. You should actually physically do this with your hands. Inputs in on the left side of the arrow, outputs out on the right side of the arrow.